Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is topic 12 of the Extensions series. The topic is the Gambling 3 No Trump opening. In the previous episode, you saw how to replace the standard 3 No Trump opening bid with a 2 club opening bid. This means that the 3 No Trump opening bid is unused. In this episode, you'll see how to open 3 No Trump with a very different type of hand. Let's start with an example. This is board EC1. You are the dealer. Here is your hand. As always, you value your hand. You have 12 high card points and 3 long points, for a total of 15 points. You have multiple short suits, all of which are doubletons, so your hand is semi-balanced, and your only biddable suit is diamonds. The standard opening bid for this hand is 1 diamond. But before you make that bid, let's look at the hand in a different way. You have a solid 7-card minor suit headed by the Ace King Queen. As trumps, it would almost certainly provide you with 7 tricks. But in a minor suit, you need 11 tricks for game. You would need partner to win at least 3 tricks before you lose 3. It's very unlikely that partner has such a hand. This is where the gambling 3 No Trump comes in. In No Trump, your minor suit might still win 7 tricks. And a game in No Trump only requires 9 tricks. You might only need 1 trick from partner. Playing 3 No Trump might be worth the gamble. You decide to try it. You open with a bid of 3 No Trump. Partner immediately alerts your opponents to the gambling 3 No Trump bid. Neither opponent asks for an explanation. The auction continues and West passes. Partner passes and East passes to end the auction. The contract is 3 No Trump by South. You are declarer and partner is dummy. West leads the Queen of Spades and partner places dummy on the table. Dummy has only 9 high card points, but you check to see if it has the cards you need. Dummy has 3 relevant cards. The Ace of Spades will win the 1 trick you needed and ensure that your king also wins a trick. A low spade and a low diamond each provide an entry into your hand. The 2 spade tricks and 7 diamond tricks are all you need to make your contract. You need to win those tricks immediately. If you lose the lead, you'll almost certainly be defeated. Your contract will succeed if the opponent's diamonds are split 3-2. This will be the case about 2/3 of the time. But 1/3 of the time, one opponent will have 4 or more diamonds, and you won't be able to run the diamond suit. You need to have a few things go right for your 3 No Trump contract to succeed. That's why it's called a gambling 3 No Trump. Let's look at the potential reward for the gamble. If you had played a part game in diamonds, you would probably win 9 tricks for a score of 110. But success in the 3 No Trump game contract will score 400 or 600 depending on vulnerability. For most bridge players, this is a gamble well worth taking. Now, let's look at the exact requirements for a gambling 3 No Trump opening bid. First, you need a long, solid minor suit. I recommend a suit with 7 or more cards, including the ace, king, and queen. Second, you should have no voids in your hand. Having a card in every suit means that you can always lead to a winner in dummy. Third, you should not have a 4-card major suit. With a 4-card major, you may have a fit with partner and be able to play 4 of that major. And lastly, I recommend you have a potential outside entry to your hand. In the example, you had the King of Spades. Such an entry may be essential if partner has a void in your suit. You will notice that I have not given a minimum point value for the 3 no trump opening. That is because it really doesn't matter. If you meet the other requirements, you will have enough points for the bid. There is an upper limit I recommend. If you have a strong hand of 22 or more points, a 2-club bid is still a better choice. Now let's consider how to respond if partner opens with a gambling 3 no trump. Usually, you will pass and let partner play 3 no trump. But if you have weakness in both major suits, you can consider other possibilities. With nothing useful in the majors and support for both minor suits, you can bid clubs. With a weak hand, you can try to rescue partner with a bid of 4 clubs. Opener will pass with a club suit or correct the suit with a bid of 4 diamonds with a diamond suit. In bridge, this is simply called pass or correct. Most importantly, this bidding sequence, 3 no trump, 4 clubs, is not Gerber. This is a point which must be very clearly understood by both you and partner. With a strong hand, nothing in the majors, and good support for either minor, you can bid 5 clubs. Partner will pass or correct with a 5 diamond bid. There are some other conventional bids that can be used over a gambling 3 no trump opener, but they are complex and extremely rare. I recommend limiting yourself to the 3 calls I have listed. Now let's look at my recommendation for the gambling 3 no trump opening bid. First, you can only use the gambling 3 no trump if you are not using the 3 no trump opening for anything else. So, my first recommendation is to start by eliminating the standard 3 no trump opening. You saw how to do this in the previous topic. This eliminated the only incompatibility with the standard bidding system. Second, you need to discuss this change and agree it with partner. You cannot use the gambling 3 no trump unilaterally. Make sure you and partner understand the 3 no trump opening as well as its club responses. Third, you need to specifically list the gambling 3 no trump on your system card. Fourth, you need to remember that a gambling 3 no trump bid is alertable. If partner opens 3 no trump, you must immediately alert your opponents. Once you and partner agree and understand its use, I highly recommend you include the gambling 3 no trump in your bidding system. I love to use it and find it both advantageous and a great deal of fun to play. Before ending this video, I want to give you a little advice on defending against the gambling 3 no trump when your opponents use it. As I explained here, Most players only use the gambling 3 no trump with a long solid minor suit. The most common way to defeat their contract is to win the first 5 tricks. Leading from your longest suit, as you normally would against no trump, is still a good idea. There is an excellent chance that this is not their long suit. But if you have any doubt or a choice of suits, prefer to lead a major suit. And finally, don't necessarily lead your 4th highest card. You can't afford to give declarer a cheap trick. Leading a high card from a sequence is better, even from a 2-card sequence. This video looked at a new use for the opening bid of 3 no trump, the gambling 3 no trump. It explained when and how to use it, how to respond when partner uses it, and how to defend against it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.